Long ball after long ball, safety after safety, lineup after lineup. Sometimes we just need to mix it up a bit. Now, of course, there'll be certain routines we all like to practice from one session to the next, but a monotonous practice session is one we're much more likely to lose interest in focusing, so get creative. Last weekend, I was having one of these sessions and really needed a creative spark, so I got thinking of a brand new routine to invent and used the inspiration of Valentine's Day to come up with this, which I aptly named the Heartbreaker. This is how I got on. So as you can see, I've got all the reds put into a heart-shaped setup. And if you guys want to use this idea in your own practice, then you can apply whatever kind of rules you want to suit your own standard. But for me, I was trying to get through the routine without making any cannons, which is a bit of a challenge as the reds are all at relatively close quarters with each other. So only time will tell to see if I managed it. Now I realise that for those of you who don't already know me, I thought today would be quite a good chance for me to just introduce myself to you guys really. Whilst I'm having a go at this routine. So I first picked up a cue when I was around about 3 years old and began playing on a table pretty much the size of your average shoebox. Then I gradually went up in table size until I started on full-size tables at the age of 7 down my local club. And I just loved it, to be honest. We had a fantastic junior section when I joined, and it was a real job for my dad to drag me out of there at the end of every Saturday morning because of how much I just loved playing. Not long after that, I started competing regionally, and I won my first under-21 tournament just before my 10th birthday, which was an amazing achievement for me. And from then on, I kept up with all the tournaments year after year, gradually making my way up through the ranks. But the real breakthrough year, and comfortably my best season I've had so far, was that of 2017 and 18. During that season, I managed to win the Q-Stars Under-21 Gold rankings, became the youngest finalist of the All Ages Dorset Open, got promoted onto the National Premier Junior Tour, reached the final of the England Under-16 Championship, and just to top it all off, I had the honour of captaining the England Under-16 A team at the Home Internationals that summer, which was just crazy. I think it's probably every little boy or little girl's dream when they're growing up to see if they can get as far as representing their country at something, whether it be the Olympics, as a footballer, snooker player, anything. So for me to have that honour of being able to captain the team that year was just amazing and probably my greatest achievement and thing I'm most proud of so far. I think that year I really proved to myself that I do have it in me to sort of go a long way in the game, which was great. But on the flip side, my expectations going into that next season were to replicate what I'd achieved last season, and that just was not going to happen at all. I found it a massive step up to the national tour, and I really struggled to win matches, let alone tournaments, and confidence-wise, I was just shot to pieces. I think it was the first period I'd really sort of questioned myself as a player, and it was horrible, but as you do, you've just got to keep plugging away and believing that it will start getting better and I will start winning again. And the last year or so before the pandemic, my results really turned around and I was playing with a smile on my face again, which is obviously the most important thing when you're doing something you love. So that's the best advice I'd really give to anyone that's going through a hard time, whether that's on the snooker table or just life in general. Just keep hanging on in there, because sooner or later things will turn around for the better if you're able to sort of keep that belief and positivity going. But anyway, enough of me, back to the routine. Now I finished a little too low on the black here to avoid cannoning the pink, which as you can see, not massively impressed with. But now the second prize of making a 147, which I know does sound a little bit ridiculous, was the new focus for the rest of the break. Now I'm aware I've been talking non-stop so far, so I'll leave you all in peace now to watch the rest of the break and see if we can make the maximum.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would. Even if you're gone, I won't forget you. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. And even if you're gone, I will remember. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are
So we're coming towards the end of the break now, pink in just this black left to complete our 147. Obviously second prize, it'd have been nice to have done it without any cannons, but obviously beggars can't be choosers, so still got to be happy with the maxi, so there we go. If you guys did enjoy, please feel free to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time.